Hello everyone, I'm Rollerblade and welcome to my Wonderland. Today, I have a May haul for you all. Ooh, and I'm keen. I had these few boxes that I'm just dying to open up, so that's what we're going to do today. And this second package, oh my goodness, it's bursting out. I think, I don't know how it got like that. I hope it was because of it having so many contents in it as opposed to it being crushed, but we'll find out, and hopefully nothing's damaged. But without further ado, let's bring out the knife and crack these bad boys open. Cutting into the first box, and just something, I had a few opportunities to get this and I hadn't, and then when I did want to get it, I couldn't get it anywhere. So it's a much older figure from one of my older series that I really love, and that is a Shana figure from Shakugan no Shana, and it's really epic figure with her jacket and everything. Man, the box looks vintage, I won't lie. Wow. And I'm so glad I finally have her. I only have a, for those of you that don't know, the figure I have the most of in my collection, ironically, is Shana, and this is one of the ones that I had to search for to get for a while. I know this is some older collectors' grails, this particular Shana. It's not my grail, but it's definitely a figure I really wanted to get my hands on because I thought the pose was epic in that. So I got this from it's been, so this has been on a shipment for 3 months. I can't remember if it was from Bai or Nyoko. I think it's from Nyoko. Or regardless, both are great proxy services and they did package it very well. Even though this is second hand, it looks like it's been barely out of the box, so be keen to check that out. She will have her own video though, because I can see in the box her face, the plastic looks a little bit sweaty, so she's gonna have to need a bath, and that's gonna take a bit of time. So then opening this up, and it said packed by real humans, and sporting a collector store in Australia. I've bought a few things from them before, and I wanted to get this particular item. So I'm not the biggest Funko Pop fan. I just don't collect them. I prefer a bit more detailed styles. But this figure came out, and as you know, I'm a sucker for anything Ursa Scarlet, and I have basically all her figures at this point, apart from maybe 2. So I had to pick it up as well because I thought it looked awesome next to the pop-up parade. So simple, but I was still like, I'm keen to see what they do with this. So, and you can see the other fairy tale characters that came out, and I have her in her normal outfit pop as well. So that was my excuse to get my first pop. So here's my excuse to get another one. And yeah, for what it is, I quite love the swords. Keen to open it up and have a look. Putting her on the side there. My, a lot of red hairs today. Now then, this box, which I'm most excited about. I wonder, I could probably pull out the items from the side there, but let's not. I'll try to cut this open. But yes, the one I'm mostly excited about, and you'll see. So you have a bit of a theme to today's unboxing, and I guess that is red-haired characters, and another series, which you'll see in just a moment. I was just craving to get more from, and they don't have much at all, and so yeah. Anyway, look at this box. I mean, I want to pull out the items one by one, kind of like a lucky dip, so I'm trying to think how I'm going to put the box around, so I'm going to pick that up, shift it around, there we go, make it a bit easier. They packed it really well, so I got this from Nyoko, I'm pretty sure. Yes. Oh, let's open it up. I can see what's already taking up the majority of the space. I pull that out last, we'll see. I'm super excited for it. Okay, back up the sides. Come on, hurry up. I'm telling myself, let's crack open some things. Okay, and we're bringing out another kind of vintage figure, and yes, as I'm putting there, from the same series as Shana. One of my favorite characters from this series is a character called Wilhelmina. Look at me failing just opening up the plastic there. The knife's doing it. I think I have to get another Stanley knife blade on this because it just was not cutting at all. And I love the vintage box design, and it's like a little minifigure, and it's Wilhelmina. I don't know what it is. I love the color scheme, love the character design. The character is just gorgeous herself. I would absolutely adore to have a scale of her, but alas, I doubt it will happen. But this minifigure is probably my favorite pose of hers as far as minifigures are concerned with her. She has a few minifigures like Shana. Anyway, can't wait to crack that open. And next we've got as you can see, a pre-owned figure. Red hair, but definitely not something I've collected much before. And here's another one. Same character from a series I have not watched. I don't even remember her name, which is terrible. But we'll get into that later. Now, and this is a clue. So, half this box. The main reason I got this package and I got little extras put in here is because I wanted to get more Kumiko merch. And I got this gorgeous holographic art card. Well, not holographic, it's like a, shimmery. But isn't that just gorgeous? Oh, I wanted more Kumiko stuff, so. And I got this cute, I think this came maybe with a manga or something, like a little card. And I thought it was adorable. Little I love the style artwork. Like the spider is just it's so cute. And I wanted to get this for my Halloween video I did last year, but for whatever reason the seller cancelled, so I got this from a different seller, and it's another, I think maybe came from another magazine or manga, and it's Kumiko like kind of Halloween outfit, and it's adorable. I just want to collect as much as I can Kumiko wise. But what I'm most excited about is the first figures from this series. I'm smart as so what. They got these Sega minifigures, and I actually saw bootlegs of these way before these were even announced, and I'm just like, okay, but I'm glad, well, not that I'm going to buy bootlegs at all or anything, but I'm just so glad that they did an actual official minifigure set, and they're by Sega, and they're all her split minds, and can't wait to open them. Just want more Kumiko figures. They're forcing me to get artwork and acrylics here. I'm a figure collector. And oh my, it looks like she's suffocating in there, but your scream faces get you out. Like, you can breathe. And it's another Kumiko plush. Not only do I already have one, it was a different one. It was kind of in her first cute form. This is like a second form. I think it's by the same company, official. Look at her legs. They're so dangly. And I saw the face, and I won this on Yahoo auctions for about, I think about like $16 all up, including fees. And you can see the tag there, and Kadikawa, yeah, sticker there for authenticity. I saw her screaming face, and I'm like, I don't need another plush. I shouldn't have any plushies, but I need this. Look at that face. And then she's got her like sort of sword, like I don't know what to call them, legs that are sharper than the other one, but oh, she is adorable. I just I don't know what to say. She's so cute, and the screaming face just makes me want to scream, like, yeah, you're like, ah. But I just, I was dying for some more Kumiko stuff, and this is definitely made me feel so much happier. I'm still waiting on her Nendoroid, can you believe it or not? I had that ordered from Anime Works, and I have no update, so if I don't hear anything this week, I think I'm going to have to send them an email, because it's been quite a few months, like 6 months. Anyway, let's crack open Wilhelmina. And this is where I'm like, maybe I shouldn't have opened her up because she's kind of complicated. So this is how they are boxed. Little old minifigures, and just pops out there. Right, I've got another figure that was packed like this. Another character from the series. Oh, she doesn't have a top on, so she's kind of... She's not exactly a cast off, but you know what I mean. Like, you could take their clothes off, so that's a bit awkward. I didn't know you could do that with this one. And there's different hair options. And putting on the dress. Oh, I hope it fits. I hope it hasn't warped or anything. So I got my little scissors. I use these for craft, but I thought I like to cut open bags so I could put it in if I'm going to pack it away. Not that I'm going to sell this or anything. I love this series so much. Anyway, getting back to the figure. Looking at the details for an older kind of blind box figure. Not that this is a blind box. It looks quite gorgeous. Like the skin tone there, as well as the sculpt, and quite clean paint job as well. I'm very impressed. Gonna get her skirt out. Kind of, oh, it already started ripping. I wanted this to be clean. Oh, I'm trying. I mean, I got the scissors out, at least I'm trying. But, and her skirt. I love it how she's holding her skirt up and just kind of got it in a spin. And I saw another hand there that looked like she had her mask, which is pretty awesome detail if you're into, you know, into swap. Then she's like, how many, like, 3 different arm options, which is pretty epic. Cut this out, and this is where I kind of regret this took a while. I sped it up, but I just wanted to show you because it's so unusual how they used to pack some figures, and I find it really interesting. Getting out her hair. I love, look at the shading that they've done on such a small figure. I would love it if they did, I guess kind of, is it Mega House? Oh, they're doing like a little blind boxes minifigures. They did a Spy X Family one recently. I think you'll know what I mean. I'll try to put it up if I can find it. Anyway, oh my goodness. Putting her fringe on. I don't think I'm going to get it off. I sped it up, but it was so hard to put on. My hands were so cold. It just would not click in. Now then, I mistakenly started to put on the front and the back of the dress, and I'm like, you can see what I'm missing, the skirt. How am I going to get that on? So I'm like, okay, even though that clipped in well, let's get the skirt on. And this is where things got complicated. Sped up and skipped a few things, but this skirt, I had to really try to work it down and push it down, try to... man, this is such a beautiful detailed figure, but I'm having such issues trying to put it together. And then I go to put it... the front piece there. The skirt isn't low enough still. The struggles. Why did they have to have it so you could take her off? Okay, long story short, I went and like sat in front of my heater and tried to warm up the pieces a little bit because I don't know, it's not winter yet, but it's freezing down here. And I managed to get it it's not perfect, but from the back or front view it looks great. From the side view it's still a little bit of a show, but it's the best I can get her. So I'm happy. We're gonna settle with this for today. Clip her head on, and oh, I love the back of her hair. Gorgeous, goodness gracious. Put her on the stand, and there we finally are. I successfully will you call it successful? I will call it an 8 out of 10, I think, as far as trying to put together. But yes, I did not think you could, with her clothes and everything. Anyway, that was funny. Opening up the next figure. So I got this off auction again, as it was listed as like a junk figure. So I do expect to clean up some paint transfers, and maybe there's a little chip on her hair if I remember correctly. And it's from, I think, Teacher Please. Her name is Kazami Mizuho, I think, and the little alien thing is Mari. Sorry, please correct me. I do want to try watching it sometime, but I fell absolutely in love with the character because I had a lovely friend who sent me a figure of her not too long ago. Well, actually, now that I think of it, probably around Christmas last year. And I fell in love with it. She's kind of sitting in like an office chair with her teacher clothes on. And I loved it so much. I thought I'd look at a few other figures of her. And I saw this gorgeous one where she's sitting on a chair with a sundae. And I love her red hair. You know, I'm a sucker for characters with red hair. So I'm like, oh. And I got this for like, I think it was $13 USD, which was pretty epic. And I was showing her leg before with paint transfer. I should be able to easily get that off. Oh, and it's the cute little alien thing. Is it Murray? Murray. Oh, and it's yellow, and I think that, oh, I saw a peg on the chair earlier, and I wasn't sure if her elbow was meant to go into it, but that's where this thing goes. And I say things, I'm not sure he or she or it, maybe it's, yeah. Cute little thing. And we got the sundae. It's got a Pocky stick. I know she adores Pocky. Another reason to love this character. I think it's adorable. The fact she has it in the sundae is just perfect. But for a figure, I thought this was absolutely gorgeous and an absolute steal at that price. And this is a 1/7 scale swimsuit by Guzman Company. Pretty awesome. I was able to find that one on my figure collection. This one I was unable to find a listing for, but I know it is official because I saw in the pictures it has the authenticity, like kind of stamp on it, but this looks vintage. So it's the same character again, and it's super cute. She's wearing like a white top. Oh, hair. For an older figure, I love the sculpt and the color gradients that they managed to do in the hair, and this one might need a bit of care as well. I got it for about $12 and ooh, I think it's a steal. Anyway, bringing her out, she looks a bit weird with her hair off. Very shiny, so it gives that kind of vintage figure feel. But yeah, and you've got the real metal glasses, which are pretty good. Pretty awesome detail addition. Taking that off her hand. Has this even... It's been worn on the back, but this doesn't look like it's been out or used or displayed much. Trying to put her fringe on, I figured the back hair to go over there, the shoulder there, and my first try I didn't do that, so I was having a bit of trouble. Now let's see if we can get the back on. Please fit properly. There we go. Oh, doesn't she look just... I think she just looks gorgeous. And again, I love the kind of vintage feel, and she's got a book sitting on her lap. Okay, so hopefully she doesn't fall over. Just stay there for a tick while I get your cushion out. And she also, so she has this cute little cushion, as well as Pocky, of course. I mean, she's eating some. She has one in her hand and one that's in her mouth. I'm not sure if it's broken on purpose or actually broken. I tried finding a listing. There's another figure of her that was made a bit later in a similar pose, but it's different. So I was like, oh, have I just bought a bootleg or something? No, this isn't a bootleg, I think, because I've actually seen since then a few listings of this one and in boxes and that. So she is official, and as I'll show you on the back here, cute cushion. I love the little details. You got the little stamp there. Well, it's kind of sculpted. I don't know what to call it. It probably is stamped in, but yeah. Anyway, I think it's an absolute steal, and it's still a very fun thing to pick up in the collection. I don't know what it is. I just love this character design so much. Makes me more tempted to want to pick up a few more of her. Maybe I should watch the anime first. Talking of which, I've actually started watching Demon Slayer. I know, a bit late to the game, but at least I'm getting there, and I'm loving it. Issue is, I feel like... in the first session after watching it, I actually bought a figure. Yes. we'll talk to that when that arrives. But yes, weak. I'm losing it. That was my fear. I'm like, okay, I know it's a great anime, but I'm going to try not to buy any more figures. I've got enough collections to collect from, and now I've started getting these teach figures, which I shouldn't really. Anyway, talk about breaking one's own collector rules. Moving on, let's start to crack open these spiders. Dying for Kumiko figures, so I'm finally got these cute little minifigures. Yes, it was a bit, yeah, I guess it seems a little lazy that they're all in the same sort of pose, but I still wanted to get them because I thought it was cute. At least they did slightly different sculpts for the different hand things. And here I'm...
Oh, the box is so cool.
I didn't see the side tape, and then I'm like, oh,
that does not help.
Fourth wall breaking. Anyway, there you go. I've kind of wrecked the box a little bit, but that doesn't matter. I'm trying to think, how big are these actually? And I'm like, okay. Is it in here? I can't see it in the bubble wrap, but okay, let's pop that up on her butt there, and let's open this up. Right.
It's tiny.
It's tiny.
Oh my god. The bag. Okay.
Really had to get my arm in there. Went up to my elbow. Another bag as well. So quite petite, and these definitely were designed for crane games. And my camera chose just to cut out now, so now I'm just going to show you in comparison to the box. This is what you get. And for a little Sega prize figure, I actually quite love how they've managed to finish it off. The details are pretty clean. Of course, it's a prize figure, it's what you expect, so you still see sculpt seams, but the face is adorable, and I love how they've done the eye decals too. Very clean and definitely Kumiko's face. So that was the kind of tactile thinking one, and this is the body, I believe. I'm not sure if that's what it says on her headband. Weird that it doesn't go around her head completely. I felt like even if it's changed in design a little bit, it would have been cool to see that, but oh well. That's probably the two that are the most the same. So she has, if you don't know, in her kind of mind, she has it split into like 4 personalities, so she can multitask even better than one brain could. So she kind of has like 4 different brains. I could be saying this a bit wrong. So she has her main thinking one. She's got like the one that thinks about body movement, which was the one with the headband. And now this one, and I'm trying to open them up in order of appearance in the show. Just having a look at this one, and this is Magic Brain 1. So controls spells. Her arm there's a bit bent, but if anything, that's just going to give it an extra little bit of difference in comparison to the other side. I don't mind too much. I really love how the hat is sculpted, and the little jacket's so adorable. I would love it if they did this again, but if they did it where she's kind of doing like the karaoke style, like from the beginning, and well, more like the endings of the series, and have all her little characters like as maybe not a blind box, but you know, figures. And this is Magic Brain 2, which is so cute and nerdy with the glasses, and I love how you got the hoodie that covers her ears, dare I say? Kind of spider senses. Anyway, I think they're absolutely adorable. I'm so glad I finally got them. Now then, I thought might as well open up this pop, and no tape on the top. Okay, pretty simple. Definitely shows you the price range of these things. So I spent 19 AUD dollars on this, so probably I'm guessing about 15 USD dollars, which is brand new and just came in stock. I was going to wait a while before I got her, but they started running out of stock in Australia, and I thought, well, I don't want to pay ridiculous postage getting her somewhere else, even though they have her in stock. And I couldn't bring myself to not getting her, even if she is a Funko. Nothing against it, just not my ideal collectible, but it's Urza, and this is actually pretty cool. She's got her little fairy tale tattoo there, and you've got the 2 katanas, and she's got a pigtail. I like the new stands though, because I have another I almost said an Android. No, I had another pop with just a clear base, and she falls off it all the time. I think I don't even have her on display. No, I do. It's Tali from Mass Effect. Anyway, and the paint job is not too bad considering. Pretty clean, just the belt is a little bit, but at least you got the flames of the pants done pretty well. That's what I was like, okay, if the flames aren't smudged, I'll be pretty happy about that. And yeah, for a cute little cheap figure, I'm very happy with her. Now, have a closer look at everything. So, what do you think? Oh, the Kumiko Plush. So, oh, look, I try to put them in the pose in the box, replicate it there, but yeah, no, they're still pretty similar, but they're pretty cute. But I'm so happy with the haul I have today. Quite an unusual bunch from all around and different styles, but oh, very welcome into my collection. So I hope you enjoyed unboxing them as much as I did. I absolutely cannot wait for the Kumiko scale to come out. Ooh, that's probably one of my most one of the pre-orders I'm the most excited for this year. I think it's in July when she will be estimated to release, but I presume she probably will be delayed. I would hate for her to be delayed, but at the same token, I understand she's quite a detailed figure, and her eyes light up too on the spider head. I just can't wait to get her. Now then, this is my little Kumiko Shrine for the moment. I've got to try to work out where to put the other artworks, but I need to work out a space in a cabinet to put her, because I would love to have just a whole little space for her. But that's another story. I've run out of space. I'm gonna have to do some thinking, rearranging, because I have a few other scale figures to unbox that I would love to have on display. So anyway, I will keep you all updated. I plan to do a room tour soon, so if you enjoyed this video or quite like the figures I collect, be sure to like, comment and subscribe. Also, sharing helps a lot as well. Thank you all so much for your support thus far. I can't believe I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers. I have a awesome special video planned for you all, so I better start working on that as we're getting pretty close. Thank you again for joining me for today. Make sure to take care, treat yourself, and I'll see you same time next week. Bye!